Hello everybody, I'm Tim Blair, and it's time for the Clay County Times-Democrat weekly web update for the week of July 24th, 2013. Our weekly web updates are brought to you here on cctimesdemocrat.com by the good folks of Piggott State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Well, this week our webcast originates here from the corner of basically Jackson and 4th Street in Piggott. I'm actually here at the corner of Dr. Dell's parking lot, but in the background is the Piggott Clinic. Now the symbolism there here on the 25th of July is that today's my birthday, and back in 1957 on this day, up on the second floor of that building right there, Dr. Hiller Duckworth brought me into the world, so coming full circle back here to originate this week's webcast at where I came into the world here in Piggott, some 56 years ago today. It is interesting. I do live in the immediate area, not too far from here. In fact, according to my check of Google Earth, where I lay down to go to sleep at night now, about 600 feet from where I came into the world back then. It just worked out that way. Glad to have you with us here on cctimesdemocrat.com as we talk about what's in the printed online edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat this week. Of course, in the print edition this week, you can get all the recap from Ryan Rogers on the recently completed St. Francis picnic, and coming up in just a bit, we'll have some highlights from the picnic. We also have all the details on the City Council school board meetings, the Piggott School Board naming Nikki Spears the new volleyball coach, and that information in the print edition only. The Clay County Times-Democrat this week. Pick that up. It's on the newsstand right now. We also have all the information on the show coming up Friday evening, tomorrow evening, down at the Rector Community Center, featuring Gary Prince and the Sugar Creek Band. Also details on the loss of Bobby Shanklin, a local businessman, managed the John Deere dealership, or worked at the John Deere dealership here, and managed for many years, almost 50 years of service at that business. Also have for you a feature on the retirement of Ron Benson from down the Greenway area. He's retiring from Bancorp South, and we have all the details on his retirement and a retirement celebration which will be held for him coming up in the coming week. That's all in the print edition. We also have more details in the online edition, including details on the Piggott 9 and 10-year-old baseball team's second place finish in the state tournament at Pine Bluff. Have details on that as well. Now, we mentioned that the St. Francis picnic to benefit the Hall and Gravel Hill cemeteries was going on this past weekend up at the picnic grounds there, which are, of course, formerly the school grounds at St. Francis, right there in the curve. And we went up there during the morning when it was kind of sparse, and also back in the evening, just before they dodged that rain shower. So, camera visited them, and let's take a look at the highlights now.
They want the baby to come with a smile on their face, so if we bring them out this early, they might not be smiling at 11 o'clock. But anyway, we'll turn it back over to him, let him play a little music when they get.
Max, how you doing?
At this time, we're going to introduce each contestant before the judges are brought out. So we're going to start with the girls and contestant number 1.
It's your skin so brown, and I wanna sleep with you every day. Some left me in a row. This is the only way. Wake up and get out of here, Sam.
Now 40, 30 dollars, but in 40, 30 now 40, 30 dollars, but in 40, 40, 40, 40. Sold it $130. Folks, be sure. We're going to move a little bit quicker right here. Looks like we might have some rain coming. So, hey, you got the good tent right there.
And of course, this weekend, no local picnic schedule. This is the traditional weekend for the Glennonville, Missouri picnic. That's the one that the folks from here in Piggott first went up there in the late 20s and visited that to find out how to put on a picnic, and came back here and eventually evolved into what's the Piggott 4th of July picnic now. But the Glennonville picnic will be held this coming Saturday. Also, the following Saturday, of course, will be the Greenway picnic. And in the upcoming edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat, the July 31st edition, will have the complete preview for the annual Greenway picnic to benefit the Mitchell Cemetery. That's coming up. Also, more details and other activities that will be going on around the area, and a complete wrap-up on the show that will be held down at the Rector Community Center featuring Gary Prince and Sugar Creek Band. Another little special occasion this past weekend over at the new McDonald's. Larry and Seven, the owners there, they had Ronald McDonald come in to mark a little bit of a grand opening. He passed out toys and visited with a lot of kids, kids young and old alike. He had a moment to stop and visit with young Eric Davis. We had a clip of that.
And smile really big. Hi, welcome to McDonald's. We wish all of you were here. It's a great grand opening, and even my little buddy's here to help me celebrate. Hi.
A great time out there with the visit from Ronald McDonald, a professional clown, by the way, and had a good time with that. A lot of activities going on. They also had a cruise in out there that they got off for a little while. They were kind of chased off by some of the weather late Saturday afternoon, but they did have probably looked to be close to 24 cars out there, cars and trucks, and they're going to be doing that the third Saturday of each month at the McDonald's here in Piggott. They'll be having a cruise night. They'll be starting about 5 o'clock, going until 8 or whenever, you know, based on the crowd, the weather, and so forth. And they'll be having live music and so forth. So that's going to be going on the third Saturday of each month out at the McDonald's on East Main Street here in Piggott. Well, again, we'd like to remind you the next edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat will be on the newsstands next Wednesday. We also have the Delta Voice out each week on newsstands all up and down from way up into Stoddard County, Missouri, and down into Poinsett County, Arkansas, and all points in between. They're absolutely free. You can also find out the details on how you can sign up to win $300 cash in the Delta Voice. Also currently working on the new Piggott Community Guide, which will be based on local sports, and that'll be coming out in the weeks to come. And of course, we'll be also working on our Piggott next edition, rather, of the Crossroads magazine. The fall edition will be coming out a bit later this year, a little close to maybe around the Labor Day holiday. We also like to let you know that there's going to be an open house going on at the Inn of Piggott, formerly the Downtown Inn, formerly the Piggott State Bank building here, and that will be going on Saturday as well, with a lot of other activities going on. All that information's in the print edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat. Pick it up on the newsstand and check it all out, along with all the pageant winners from the St. Francis picnic, from the babies right on up to Miss St. Francis Emily Hope. Well, we'll leave you with another brief video update of our construction projects that are going on around the city, primarily the two on Main Street, the Casey's at the Light, which is rolling along quite well, and of course the new First National Bank building, which is being constructed on the corner where Hardcastle Chevrolet or Moore Chevrolet used to be, down at Garfield and East Main. We'll leave you those video updates, and with that, that concludes another edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat Weekly Web Update. We're brought to you here on cctimesdemocrat.com with the good folks at Piggott State Bank. For all of us, till next time, I'm Tim Blair.